I think the most broken moments lead to the most fulfillment because it actually gives you a bedrock of a foundation to actually build from. A lot of times what happens in our lives is we go too far too fast, we then fall over, and then in many cases we refuse to get back up. And so much of that actually comes down to humility and actual humble confidence on a regular basis. I think one of the things that holds everybody back more than anything else, especially if it's them holding themselves back, actually goes back to my own story. I went out and made a bunch of money, and then within a year and a half, I was homeless, right? All of that came from one specific place, and it's called pride's prison. The more prideful you are, the more egocentric you are, the more hard-headed you'll be. And as a result, the person that can take you and turn you into the next Rocky Balboa is actually waiting for you to get out of your own way, waiting for you to put on the gloves, waiting for you to do the push-ups. You see, a lot of times we'll give up on the very person that we really need as a mentor because they're saying the very things we need to hear, and our ego and our pride's in the way. And at the end of the day, for me, my rock bottom moment that ultimately became my bedrock for new beginnings came from one very simple thing. And that's just being honest. Being honest with yourself like nobody's business. But instead of looking at yourself with the judgment and the shame and the blame and the condemnation, look at yourself through exploration. Look at yourself through discovery as the director in your story rather than the character in your story. I feel like a lot of us will push ourselves over the edge or to an ultimate breaking point because we think we have to do. We think we have to take action without actually deciding what actions really need to be taken. And we're going in 1,000 miles an hour in the wrong direction. Why not stop and ask yourself, am I even going the right direction? Am I surrounded by the right people? Do I have any clarity about where I'm heading? The biggest reason we like to give up when we're down is because we beat ourselves up. We beat ourselves up with blame and shame on a regular basis. We feel guilty that we didn't measure up the first time. But the reality is I would not be where I'm at today had my own mentor not been willing to give me a second chance. What if now is your second chance? What if now is your time to get up? What if now is the time to get started? How are you potentially holding yourself back right now because you refuse to give yourself a second chance? The number one reason that a mentor is invaluable is quite simply very easy. They see things that you don't see. They see who you can become when you don't see it. They can believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. A mentor can help you overcome decades of problems, decades of pain. If you look at life as like a boxing ring, it's never one battle. Every battle, every TKO leads you to the next battle and the next TKO. And even when you get knocked on the canvas, right, it's about whether or not you get back up again and try again. I mean, every boxing movie that's ever been made has always had one core attribute, and that's always get back up, try again, train harder, fight smarter, and get started and never look back.